angels, welcome back. So we are here with a video that is slightly delayed. I wanted to do this video for you guys a couple of days ago, but have just had a lot going on, so better late than never, I say. So we are going to be talking today about top Valentine's Day perfumes. I promise these are not normal ones that I talk about on here often, so stay tuned and check out my top picks for Valentine's Day. The first one we're going to talk about is this one. I actually have not talked about this on my channel yet, I don't think at all. This is actually a signed bottle by the creator of Xerjoff. I don't know why I haven't talked about this. I actually had never sprayed this before this morning. I was doing my coffee and perfume smelling for this video and picked this one up because I'm like, oh my god, red Hoba. I had a sample of that. I loved it. Why have I not talked about this in any video? And truthfully, I think that it was just waiting for this video because it's red, it's kind of Valentine's Day themed. So I did spray it this morning, I wore it this morning, and you guys, this one is such a beautiful, unique scent. To me, this is almost kind of like a raspberry, semi-fruity, semi-musky, kind of smells like skin but better. It's unique. There's like a sharp note that's in there as well. It's definitely not a blind buy worthy perfume, but it is pretty universal for a Xerjoff. Xerjoff tends to be very like wham in your face. This one's a little bit more muted. It's just really pretty. It almost kind of smells a little bit like a rose stem, not the petals necessarily. It's more of like that kind of earthy greenness to it, almost kind of like fresh cut grass in a way. It's a really interesting perfume, but I think for someone who likes a very sophisticated, unique, very light scent, this would be a really good one for you. The next one we're going to talk about is actually one that I am wearing today. That is Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. This one is a classic. You guys have seen me talk about this in other videos. This was rumored to be Rihanna's, who everyone saw at the Super Bowl last night. This was rumored to be her go-to scent, kind of her signature scent, if you will. So many people absolutely love Love Don't Be Shy. This is such a popular perfume with good reason. It's orange blossom. It smells sweet. It smells kind of like marshmallows. It's just a really likable perfume. I don't know a single person who's smelled this who doesn't like Love Don't Be Shy. It is a little sweet, so if you don't tend to like sweet scents, this is not for you. However, if you love sweet scents and you like to smell like a cupcake, like that whipped cream, you like to smell like sugar, this is a go-to. This is so good, and I'm sure that he will be loving this scent on you for Valentine's Day. So that is Love Don't Be Shy. The next ones we're going to talk about are decants. So these are ones that I have worn before, but I do not own currently, but I do really love these. This one's Atomic Rose by Initio. You probably can't see it on here, it's so teeny, but this one is just a fantastic rose. This one is really beautiful. I had thought about purchasing this scent for so many months, and I have so many roses, and this one almost honestly kind of reminds me of Delina, but maybe a little bit more dark with a little bit of like kind of a spicy hint to it. So I didn't feel I needed to have both Delina and this perfume, but it really does give me like a darker Delina vibe. So if you like Delina but you want something a little bit more exotic, maybe not so incensey, but something a little bit more mysterious, this would be perfect for you. So that's Initio Atomic Rose. Is absolutely beautiful, and I could see this being like such a sexy scent for Valentine's Day. The next one is Rose Musk Intense by Montale. These actually are both Montale perfumes, so we'll talk about this one first. This is Rose Musk Intense by Montale. This one was one that I wore for a while. I had quite a few sample scents of this guy, and it is potent. You only need a little teeny bit of this, like 1 to 2 sprays, and you will like, everyone can smell you. This one is a gorgeous scent. It is very, 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 very Montale version of rose. It has that like intense Montale DNA. If you know, you know, like Montale has like its own signature DNA to all the scents. It smells so sophisticated, so beautiful, but with that signature Montale DNA. So if you want something that's rose, but has that kind of like oudy, sexy, musky vibe to it, this one is perfect. Now the next Montale I'm going to talk about is dark purple. This one I truly, truly love. I like dark purple, and I also like, there's another one called, I think it's dark vanilla maybe. They're both really, really incredible perfumes, but dark purple I picked because I find that this one is just slightly more Valentine's Day, if you will, than the other. This one has just a very sexy quality to it. It is a very, very gorgeous perfume. This one is just, it's kind of like this smooth, soft, almost suede smelling purple perfume. Like when you smell it, you actually do smell kind of like a purple suede type of scent. It smells kind of clean and warm without smelling like super overbearing, but it is strong. It does radiate, especially with the heat. This one is just, it's so interesting to me. It smells just like a purple suede. And this one, I have worn this to dinner before, and Mark said that it smells really, really good. That's my husband. So my husband said that this smells incredible. Guys tend to like this perfume for whatever reason. It's just kind of like that sexy, kind of like lingerie of perfumes. It's sexy without trying to be. It's just like that hot, sexy, likable perfume that doesn't smell overly done. The next one we're going to talk about is Invite Only Amber. This one I actually didn't wear too much of because it is in a rollerball by Kayali. I got this to test both Deja Vu White Flower and Invite Only Amber. And I was kind of scared of Invite Only Amber for the longest time because it wasn't kind of a scent profile that I really enjoyed, and smelling it straight out of here, it smells a little bit too much. Like I thought, oh my gosh, this smells a little bit too boozy for me. But on this skin, you guys, oh my gosh, this one is so sexy in the dry down. Once you get it on, it smells just like, it smells like you're dripping in sensuality. That's how this smells. It is a fantastic perfume for Valentine's Day. It is definitely attention getting. It is sexy, it's hot, it's just a beautiful perfume. Whereas I find Love Don't Be Shy is a little bit more flirty and innocent. This one is just like a wow factor perfume. I will probably end up buying a full-size bottle when I finish off the rollerball because it is that good. It's an incredible perfume. The next one we're going to talk about is Rouge Smoking by BDK. This one is... This to me reminds me of red lipstick and a night out. This one's for the daring girl. It's kind of spicy, a spicy red perfume. She's daring, she's bold, she likes to make a statement. Rouge Smoking is not everyone's favorite, I will say that, but I absolutely love Rouge Smoking. I think this is so sexy, it's so hot, it just commands attention. Whether that's good or bad, we'll never know. Depends on the person smelling it, but it is a very unique, very incredible perfume. And actually, I was thinking I might be wearing this one on Valentine's Day. It's just such a really incredible scent, you guys. And I feel like this does really well in the cooler weather. So I want to take advantage of wearing this while it's still winter here in Florida. And when I say winter, I mean winter. It will be like 80, 90 degrees here in Florida. And it's hard sometimes to wear some of these really intense fragrances like you can do in the Midwest or in the cooler areas like New York and places like that, where you really truly get to wear, you know, any type of perfume in that type of weather because there's not the hot humidity mixing with the heat. So these ones I tend to find are a little nauseating in summer, in my humble opinion. But, you know, in the winter, I find that I absolutely love them. So Rouge Smoking, definitely a great pick for Valentine's Day. The next one we're going to talk about is Reflection by Amouage, and this one is weird. I will say that this one is definitely unique. This one's definitely interesting. It's so hard to place the notes in this one. It's just very interesting. This one is for the person who wants something that is totally outside the norm, and we're gonna spray this on a tester strip because I do not want to get this on me with the other perfumes that I have on currently. I love Amouage. I think Amouage has a lot of really unique perfumes that are just very out of the box. Really, truly, they are artistry. This one smells fantastic. I have worn this on skin. There is a, almost kind of like, it's a floral with a little bit of like a peppery, and then there's like a note in there. It's so well blended that you really can't pick out any of the notes in this perfume, and I think that that's truly the sign of a really great perfumist, is someone who can mix these notes together to create an absolute art piece that you can't quite pick apart. It just all flows together really seamlessly, and that's what this one is. It's unique, but it flows seamlessly, and there's something incredibly sexy about this. When I smell this one, it lights up some part in my head that is just like date night, sexy. Like this one's very, very put on the hot heels, put on the hot dress, wear the hot lipstick, do your makeup like super drama, and just, this one's just hot. It is a hot perfume. It is an interesting perfume. This is not like your everyday perfume, which makes it perfect for Valentine's Day. It will seal in those memories on your Valentine's Day. So if you like a more unique, sexy, sensual perfume, try Reflection Woman by Amouage. The next one we're going to talk about is my favorite, that I actually have not worn this one in probably a year, which is so weird to say, because I am obsessed with 100 Silent Ways. You guys heard me talk about this one a million times on camera. This one is just so sweet, so gorgeous, so beautiful. It truly is, to me, very similar to Baccarat 540 in the fact that this is a work of art. This one is unlike anything else I've ever smelled. It is perfectly blended. It is perfectly done. It is like more sweet and syrupy than Baccarat is, but this one is just incredible. Like I can't even waste this one on a tester strip because I just love it so much. It kind of smells like a comfortable, sweet, like blanket you would put on yourself. It's so beautiful. It's like slightly fruity, but it's not. It's just incredible. If you have not smelled 100 Silent Ways by Nishane, do yourself a favor and try and get your nose on this one. I do know people who do not like this, and then there's people who absolutely love it. And if you are looking for and I can't quite really compare them because they are very different, but if you are looking for one that's similar to this, like that smells similar but is a designer scent, I would say honestly, truly, Black Opium by YSL would be kind of like the designer dupe of Nishane 100 Silent Ways, but it is no way, shape, or form as incredible as Nishane 100 Silent Ways. So we'll just leave that there. This is like honestly one of the most incredible perfumes you could wear on Valentine's Day. It is sweet. It just smells so feminine, so beautiful. It is truly just a work of art perfume. I am just so obsessed with it, cannot get enough of it. And last but not least, of course, I had to mention a Cassamorati perfume. So it was either gonna be Dama Bianca or this one, but this one just takes the cake. This is Italica by Cassamorati. This one was actually one that I was talking about in my previous video. I don't remember which video it was, but I was talking about this perfume in particular. This is such an interesting perfume. It smells just like red velvet cake. It smells incredible. I don't know how they did it to where they could make it smell exactly like red velvet cake. It's just such an incredible gourmand. And this one is a true gourmand lover's absolute dream. It is sexy, it's gorgeous, it is just such an incredible scent. I then went on to wear this one to a couple more events, and there was one event in particular I wore this to where it was just, I don't know what it was, but I got kind of burnt out. I didn't feel I needed a full-size bottle, and then I ended up buying it pretty recently. So it was in one of my recent haul videos that I ended up getting this perfume, and I'm so glad I did because I am back in love with Italica. You guys know, if you collect perfumes or if you're really into perfumes, that you go in and out of phases with perfumes, with ouds. Maybe you're super into ouds for a while and then they become too much for you and your scent palette changes, and then maybe you're into freshies or fougères, or you know, you kind of change, you get into some florals for a little bit. But everything's kind of cyclical, so I try not to declutter my stuff too quickly, because there are going to be perfumes that you're going to come back to where you're going to be like, wow, that is incredible. And this one is one of those. So I'm actually glad I didn't buy the full-size bottle. I think I had a decant, like a travel size, and then I had a couple of decants of this before, and I was going to be buying a full-size bottle like a year ago, and I just never did. And then coming into this year, I'm just so happy to welcome this to my collection. It is absolutely incredible. It does wear better in the winter months, so I'm excited to get a little bit more use out of this while we still have the, you know, 70s, 60s, 70s, 80 degree weather. Once it gets to be too hot, I don't like to wear perfumes that are this gourmand. I just find that it can be a little headache inducing. So personally, this one is a favorite of mine in cool weather. I think it just smells absolutely incredible. So that is what is going to conclude this video. I hope you guys liked this video. Please leave a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm, and it helps this video to spread more to more fragrance lovers, so more subscribers can come find this channel and help this channel to grow. My goal is really to get this channel to 3,000 subscribers this year. I'm really excited to continue down this path and learn more about fragrances and share with you guys my passion of fragrances. It is a little tricky for me. I do work full-time. I run a household full-time, so this, you know, is tough to get in all the time, but I really enjoy doing it. So each and every like and subscribe really helps me to boost this channel, and it really helps as a creator to want to create more when you start to see the results and the growth of your channel. So it's super exciting, and I thank you guys so much. I love our community on here. Each subscriber is not just a subscriber. You guys are people, and I love hearing from you, whether that's on Instagram. If you haven't found me on Instagram yet, I'll link it down below in the description box, or whether you comment on here. I love seeing your comments. I love reading about what you've been up to, what you're wearing, and just, you know, comments in general, just saying hi. So I hope you guys have an incredible Valentine's Day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.